moldy around here.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks. JS on air now. Heroin overdose deaths are surpassing cocaine deaths in Milwaukee County.
Heroin is often lethal, and the number of overdoses in the last decade has jumped from 9% to 12%. We are joined by Ashley Luthern from the Journal Sentinel. So, Ashley, what's behind this big rise?
Well, it seems like it's a combination of a couple of factors, mainly the addiction to prescription drugs leading to heroin addiction, which is often cheaper to obtain. And heroin is deadly. People don't know what it's been mixed with, and purity levels are rising. So if a dose of heroin is too pure and someone's body can't take it, it often has fatal consequences.
Talk about those two factors. There's the purity aspect, and then there's the what's in this stuff aspect. It's a stronger drug, but they're cutting it with more stuff because it's just so potent?
Not necessarily. Actually, cutting agents tend to reduce the potency, as I understand it, but I think another factor that's overlooked is that these numbers would be much higher were it not for the intervention of a medicine called Narcan, which can effectively stop an overdose. So when that happens, people often are revived with Narcan, but some would say that's a better indication, looking at the number of Narcan deployments, how many times you use that, as to a scale of a heroin problem in an area.
Well, and you're talking about treatment now. Is it something that maybe the treatment for heroin hasn't quite caught up to the rate of use? I feel like we've been talking about cocaine for decades, and so maybe the resources are out there more than they are for heroin use?
You know, I'm not exactly sure. I talked to a lot of different folks who were more concerned about how to get people into treatment, so there are the treatment options, but no matter what, if a user doesn't want treatment, the odds of success aren't very good. So a lot of it comes down to how do you make that intervention and get someone help.
All right, Ashley Luthern, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
And you can read more about it at jsonline.com. We have a link on our website, tmj4.com.
Coming up at 3:30, more details.